My baby. I am taking care of her.
Let me explain to you what's going to happen right
On May 28, 2023, police officers received a call from a male regarding a family disturbance. When officers arrived on the scene, they are greeted by the male who explains how a dispute about his son turned physical. According to the male, this argument was about his son having a potential food allergy and who might have caused the breakout. However, this dispute allegedly becomes physical between the two parents. Parenting can be tough, but violence is never the answer. Let's see what happens.
I was like, well, what do you eat? I asked her. She goes, like, squash and hazelnut, some type of nut. I don't know what kind of, I never heard of the nut's name. So I was like, oh, well, that's probably, I was like, it's probably because of that nut. And she goes, it's not a nut. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, so that's when shit twisted right there. Because I guess she thinks, cause, like, I don't know if it's because the music was playing, but I was talking regularly, but I guess she took it like I was being, like aggressive towards her or something. So she, like, sideways, it's not a nut. And I'm like, okay, like, what the fuck? And after that, I was like, dude, why are you gonna get, she's like, why are you doing that? I was like, why am I doing what? Why are you gonna get all mad over it because I said it's not a nut? I was like, you know, so we start going back and forth right here, right? I'm in the kitchen still, she's right there. I get my food. When I notice she's not gonna stop, because she always wants to have the last word. When I know she's not gonna stop, I'll just get my food, because I don't want my daughter, you know, I don't want them here. So I'm going, I get my food, I go to the back room right here in this room. And after that, that's when I'm gonna start eating my food. And she's on the, she ends up calling someone on the phone. She's talking a whole bunch of crap, and like she's telling them like everything, like the whole situation. I was like, yo, like, I was like, tell this about not before she started hitting me, but tell it right. Like, if you're gonna to whoever you're telling them to, like, don't make me look bad. Tell. So I have it on record. I knew, like, I started recording once I knew she wasn't gonna stop, because she just shut the you know how shit's gonna end up probably going south, you know. Mm-hmm. So I've been recording, and this is just one of those incidents where I got this one on tape. I have other ones too, but not where she hits me. But anyways, and like I guess she like gets pissed off, like, because she's on the phone. She called me back to the room, telling me like she can't be on the phone because I'm over here saying, or I'm talking shit to my daughters about her. That's another thing that brought her to the room, like, because she's back and forth to her room and the girls' room. But after she was in the living room, then she wants to say following me and gets closer. Then she goes to the. So I tried closing the door, and she's like, "Don't close. This ain't your fucking." And just going off, talking a whole bunch of shit in front of my girls. You know, mm-hmm. I'm like, dude, you're talking about. You're over here acting, showing my girls how to, you know. Yeah. But anyways, after she, like you know, when I'm telling you to tell the story right, like eventually something triggered her. I have to hear what I said, but something triggered her that I said that she. Well, I have it on video, that part, but she attacked me before. She came into the room, and she tried to attack. This is the first time, but it's not on video. But she tried to attack me, and I went like that. I flinched, you know, and I didn't swing. I flinched. I put my elbow up, and I don't know which arm she hit me with, but I felt her hit me good, you know, with her swing and impact against my elbow. That shit, I felt it. Anyways, that was that, and she swung at me twice, but she only hit me once. Okay. But she didn't hit me like anyway, just on my elbow. Anyways,
can I see it? Did you like bruise or anything like that?
No, I'm sure there's a bite mark on my back though. Like the officer wanted me to take a picture of it. Okay. Okay, so after she does that, she leaves me alone. It's recording. Like I say, about 3-4 minutes in, that's when she comes into the room. She doesn't know it's recording now. That's when she comes in, flies on my ass, right? And she starts. That's when she started. She stomps on my. Cause like I'm sitting down, eating my food, and she ends up like she's on top of me. She stomped on me here. My fucking rib cage hurts right here. She stomped on me. And I don't really remember what else. Like I was telling the officer, I don't remember what else kind of hits. I just remember the ones that hurt me. But eventually, I told her I'm recording. When she hit me, I told her I was recording. I'm glad that she did that. Right. I was like, I'm glad you hit me. You know, like I'm glad you fucking hit me. I got all this shit on camera. So when I did that, when I told her that, she tries to get my daughter. This is my daughter's phone.
Okay.
She tries to bring my daughter's phone. She's over here slamming against the. I'm recording her.
Is that the recording on that camera?
Yes, sir. I'm recording her. Everything's on this phone. I was using because didn't want her to know that I was recording, so I had my phone right here.
Okay.
And I guess she thought I was recording, right? She's like, oh, acting like your mom, talking shit, you know? Anyways, it's irrelevant. So I'm recording, and she didn't see it on my phone, but here's one video. I have a few videos. I didn't know it sucked. Watch, you could just hear her talking in the background, but when I fast forward it,
That's probably why my son's allergic. And you
she's
wanna
talking
freak
to her
out.
over the phone.
Don't tell the story right.
She's on the phone. She's talking shit,
Tell
trying to
the
make
story
herself look like
right.
she's a good one, but she's on bullshit.
What?
That's what she hits me.
Does this phone have or is it all?
No, it's connected. No, it even has where I can share
So that
data.
slap, is that when you block it with your
Oh
arm?
no,
thing?
this one. So let me see. This is probably at the beginning, where she comes into the room. Like it wasn't recording.
When she slaps you, where do you think you
The
get
first
slapped?
time?
No, when you right there in that
Okay,
video.
this is the second time she
yeah,
came
yeah.
at me.
But where did she slap you on your person?
Like, where did she hit you at? When she went at you to slap?
Because you heard
don't
you
know.
hear the slap.
I don't know. Like I said,
Okay.
I don't know because
Let's
I don't
not-
even
let's
remember
go
what
a
hurt
little
me.
bit further
I don't
than that.
remember the ones that like really hurt me. You know, and it's my rib cage and my back where she bit me.
So let's go all the way to where we were just where.
It's a balance. Thank you.
And I said, hey, butternut squash. And he's like, what up? Call me what? Butternut.
I'm like, okay, come here. Come on.
When I talk to you in the same way, oh my God, it's a female. Butternut. That's probably why my son's allergic.
Here, I'll hold it.
Yeah.
And you want to freak out. Fool, tell the story right.
Hi, baby.
With the link, you're gonna be able to upload his videos to the.
They're saved to your album, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
She was trying to destroy it. Look at the phone. She was
Where did she hit this at?
against the wall in the room because she's
Okay.
trying to take it from me. She's like,
So he's
trying
gonna
to
send you.
damage the
That's a
phone.
good number. Or,
Look at her on this one.
that's
from,
It's an old one, but look at it.
yeah.
she hit me there too with my son in my hands.
She don't stop.
Did you report this
No, sir.
that evening?
No, I didn't report it. That's because I don't want to. I didn't want to take it this far. I thought, you know,
Don't get over here, guys.
I'm hoping she could just kick. But she needs
And
to-
you called or she called today?
I called, right? Yeah. I called and I even asked the dispatch to stay on the phone with me because they were about to hang up.
And
I
where was
like,
this
no.
at?
My house.
My parents'
Where's
house.
that at?
But
Oh, up
nothing.
the hill?
That's just because she doesn't stop hitting him. Because she don't help you.
Send the link to this.
Yeah, because I'm on probation. I feel like she's trying to like trigger me to like how
Yeah,
you
that.
Meanwhile, another officer speaks with the female suspect to hear her side of the story.
How you doing?
I've been better, honestly.
Is there anybody in the bathroom right now?
No.
Is anyone else in the house besides him outside?
No.
Okay, just you two.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Are you able to?
No, this is my witness as to
Oh,
she was
okay.
on the phone the whole time,
Okay,
hearing
gotcha.
everything.
All right. I just want to get some basic information off you. First, do you need medical attention or anything like that?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Just go ahead and tell me what happened.
So it all started because I was eating. I had made us all food. The girls were playing in the room, and I told this boy that my son had hives from whatever he was feeding him. And he's like, well, what was I feeding him? I said butternut squash, and he's I'm a damn idiot. Oh, nut? That's probably why. That's literally what started it. Because
Okay.
talk to me like that. Like,
Right.
what is your problem? So the whole time I'm sitting in the living room, he's walking back and forth between the room, checking on the girls, and the living room, talking shit to me.
Okay.
The person I have on the phone heard me telling him, leave me alone. Shut up and leave me alone. Let me talk. Let me have my conversation. Leave me the No, he wants to go and start literally like talking shit about me to those kids. One of them is my daughter.
Okay.
So I'm telling him, dude, like shut the How hard is it to just shut down?
Yeah.
Why do you have to say another poking me when I'm actually calm? Because that's what he likes to do. He likes to provoke me. When I'm calm and I'm collected, telling him just shut up and leave me alone, dude. Stop. That just leave me the But then when I lose my shit and I pop the so he wants to, let me just call the cops. Let me record her because to the way he's treating me.
Okay.
The minute I told him to just get your shit, get your daughter, get the that's when he wants to start screaming at me. I'm on the phone the whole time. He doesn't know that. He starts screaming at me. Like, what am I supposed to do when I'm sitting here trying to talk to my sister, trying to calm down, and he's from the other room. So obviously, I pop the go to my doorway, and I'm telling him, dude, shut the mind your business. Leave me alone. If I want to call my sister and beg to her, I can do that. Leave me alone. He gets up and is like, oh, am I screaming at you now? He didn't know I was on the phone still.
Right.
Am I screaming at you now? His spit literally landed in my because he's in my face in the doorway. Just how he's standing, I was in the doorway. And he's screaming at me, getting in my So I mushed his face and I said, dude, away from me. Leave me the He goes in the room, oh, you know what? I have this all on camera. I said, go ahead, dude. Then it's going to have on camera where you're seeing her screaming at me from the other side of the house. Even when I come in my room, I'm trying to calm talking shit. Like, he thinks he's going to scare me when all it's going to show is him fucking provoking me. Anytime I try to calm myself down and de-escalate the situation, there he goes, talking shit about me.
Got you.
So yeah, I went in there and I'm like, dude, what is wrong with you? Leave me the How hard is it to just shut and leave me alone? I'm in the room. Leave me alone. We at each other in front of the kids, and he's like, oh, waving the face. I got it all on camera this time. I got it all on camera. I said, dude, I don't give I have you on camera in front of my daughter. But did I press charges? No.
Was that today? He put it.
No, that was not today.
That was a different time.
That was a complete different time.
Got you.
But it's just a pattern of behavior with this dude.
Right.
He likes to provoke me, and then when I, that's when he's like, oh, let me get her when she's looking. I don't have these issues, dude, with nobody but him and his family. Him and his family are always doing this shit to each other. That's why. Because he does this to his mother. His mother does it to him. They do it all to each other. And I'm just, like, straight up, I'm fed up with it. Pattern of behavior, reactive abuse is a real and I'm just done. So I get your shit, dude, and you and your daughter can wait over there for your mom. Because mind you, I had already texted his mom to come and pick them up when he started screaming at me. So I told him, get your shit, dude. Get the starts talking shit to me. Like, that doesn't sound like to me the same person that's out there talking to your guys. Oh, yes, sir, yes, sir. That was not at all how he was before you guys got here.
I get that. Yeah, I get that.
So I'm like, it's just, I know how this goes, dude. Like, I've dealt with this dude for doing this shit to me. I've never been in trouble with other than with him. So it's for me, because when I tell you it's a behavior, it is like. But anyways, we literally started wrestling over the phone in there. I had to bite him on his to get him off of me because I had the phone in my hand and he would not unless he ripped the phone from my hand.
So you were in the living room area?
No. I was in the living room when the argument started. At some point, I came in here and I shut the door and I was on the phone. When he starts provoking me, screaming at me, talking shit, that's when I was like, dude, like, leave me the You say you don't want to fight, like, but I'm literally here trying to decompress, trying to myself down, talking to my sister because she can calm me down. And he's provoking me, still provoking me.
So after you come in here, you close the door, that's when he comes in here and tries to take the phone away from you?
No, he like the door and he's like, oh, why don't you tell the whole story? Tell her what you were telling to me. Like, come on, dude. I'm not, at this point, I wasn't even with him anymore. I wasn't even paying him any because I was on the phone with somebody that could hear everything too.
Right.
That's when he wants to.
Okay.
He came in here, slammed the door open. He didn't come in here. Like, he stood at the door and was just me. My sister's like, dude, what the hell is going on? Like,
Okay.
and after that, he goes to his room, back to the kids' room, talking to them. Oh, don't be like your mommy, okay? Isabella, don't be like this. Don't treat people like this. So, you know, like, provoking me. So I'm like, dude, like, every time that he provoked me, it got, but like, I just, bro, like,
Yeah, I get that.
I cannot put up with that when I'm sitting here trying to de-escalate my anger and my problem, trying to keep from letting it get that far.
Right.
And he, like, just kept going. So at that point, I went in there and I'm like, what is your just like that? So what is your you want to be doing this shit in front of the kids? We can do it. I said, dude, I just want you out of my point. I don't care. And at that point, we start wrestling over the phone because that's my daughter's phone.
Right.
Like, not his. So I grabbed the phone and I'm like, that's fine. I said, do that. He didn't like that. No, he starts wrestling me to the ground in front of the girls and literally off of me. I had to bite his to get him off of me.
Okay.
And like, literally, he snatched the phone out of my like, and that's where it ended. Once I saw that like, he got me exactly where he to react like that, I said, dude, just get the
Didn't like go here, like you didn't break contact with the phone. You guys were both fighting over the phone together, and that's when you fell into the wall. And then, did he fall on top of you, or did you fall on top of him?
At that
Do you
point,
remember?
that's when we started to spin around because when he pushed me into the wall, I wasn't letting go of the phone.
Yeah. And then you guys spun there, and then do you remember if he ended up on top of you first, or did you end up on top of him when y'all fell to the
He
ground?
ended up on top of me.
Okay. So he ended up on top of you, and then how was that? Where was your head in the room? Do you
His
remember?
butt cheek was on my face.
Right. So was your head near the wall or near the door?
No, my
area?
head was right here.
Okay. So you fell
And I was just
tipped
laying
this way?
like flat, yeah.
And how did he get on top of you that way? Do you
Whenever he
remember?
got on top of me, he was like this, trying to get the phone from me.
Okay, so he was standing over you after you had fallen on the ground?
And I wouldn't let it go. And that's
Okay.
when he sat on me and he was forcing the phone out of my hands. And I was like, dude, get
Where did he sit on you at?
right here.
Like on your person, on your body?
No, like he literally like basically teabagged my face. He was
Okay.
just like this, trying to pull the phone up.
Okay, so he wasn't like sitting on your chest, obstructing your
No.
breathing or anything like that?
No.
Did he make contact with your face?
Yes,
Or
his
did-
butt was on my
Okay,
face.
I didn't know if he was like squatted down and you reached up to bite him, or if he actually like.
No, like
um,
he was pushing his weight down, not enough to like choke me or seriously like injure me, but
Like
he
there was
was
no obstruction of your breathing, like you didn't have to change how you were breathing. This is
No.
how you normally talk after you're upset or cry, or this is like your normal voice, right?
like, yeah.
Okay. Okay, so at that point he kind of like sits on your head, you bite him, he gets up with the phone.
Mhm.
And
At
then
that point,
that's
I was
when-
like, let go, because I'm just like, dude, get the.
That's when you go back in and stay on the phone with your sister until we show up.
They're literally breaking the law, bro. They're letting him kidnap my daughter. He's not on the birth certificate.
I understand that.
He's never signed an affidavit, dude. He has no right to take my daughter.
Okay, calm down for a second.
That is my daughter.
Let me explain-
My baby.
let me explain
I am
what's gonna
taking
happen.
care of her.
Let me explain to you what's gonna happen right now, okay? Right now, you're gonna be under arrest for battering a household member, okay?
Wow.
Yes, ma'am.
No. Dude. I need to call my
You want
sister
that?
to come get my
You're
baby.
gonna have to place your hands behind your back, man.
No, I need to call my sister to get my baby,
Ma'am.
please. She's down the street, please. Please,
Okay.
just let me just
We'll
call
work on that.
her.
We'll work on that.
Let me just call her. You
We'll work
can't
on
go
that.
to the state, please. My sister's just down the street.
Okay.
We'll work with you. Promise you that.
You
Maybe
will.
not the
Okay.
Your baby's gonna be fine. Hang up your phone. Put your phone down. And look at me.
Sister's number?
I'm getting arrested for him. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
that's funny.
Everything's gonna be figured out, right? What I need to do now is turn around. Turn around. Turn around. Put your hands behind your back.
I swear, dude, you guys are so shit.
Sweetheart, you have shoes?
He took my daughter and he doesn't even have a right to her.
Hold on. You have shoes somewhere, sweetheart?
Dude, they're arresting me. Come get my son, please.
Where is she buying?
Please don't let him go in the state, please.
He's not going to go with the state. I promise you. I promise you he's not going with the state. Who's your... Let me see this. Who's your sister?
Mama. I'm sorry, she can call my other sister. They're arresting me.
That's Vander?
Uh-huh.
That's your sister?
You need to call
Crystal.
Mama, please.
Crystal, I'm gonna call you right back here in a second, okay?
Crystal's on the phone with Amanda right now. I'm gonna go get Nick.
Dude, they're arresting me. Like,
Crystal, I'm gonna call Amanda right now. Okay?
please don't let my son get taken by
What's
the
up?
police.
For my daughter, Josie. Because the officer said that, how much clothes do I take from my daughter?
So here's another scenario for you, Joel.
Okay.
What's the likelihood of, because this is where your little girl knows is home, right?
Yeah, but she's fine with me.
I know, I'm not saying she's not fine with you, but I'm just asking, like, this is where she lives at
Yeah, well, she
permanently, right?
This is our home, yes. As a
Right,
family.
right.
But she's always asking to go to her grandma's house, so like she's comfortable at both places.
I know, I get that. And I'm not here trying to tell you what to do and what not to do.
Yeah.
And I know it's a tough situation, and everybody's still kind of fired up about what happened earlier, right?
Mhm.
That's probably a pretty accurate representation of what's going on.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I know we worked and pulled a lot of strings today
Yeah.
to get people and to ensure the safety of your son,
Yes, sir.
and to get people situated in places that they're going to be comfortable at, right?
Yes, sir.
So
My daughter, like I said,
I know
my
she's
daughter be
comfortable.
with
I know
this.
she's comfortable with you.
And she's fine with her mom too, but like I say, when
My concern would be all of your little girl's amenities, bed, this is her normal way of life, right? Here at this house. I would hate to disrupt that and have her have to spend an extended amount of time at Grandma and Gramps if there wasn't a sufficient way to care for her up there. I'm not saying there isn't,
Yeah.
and I'm not saying there is, but you know, like taking somebody out of their house can really cause some stuff.
We've barely been here a month.
I know, but this is what she's comfortable with and used to right now, right?
Yeah, somewhat. But
So
she's also, like I said, she's always wanted
Right.
to go to grandma's house. She's
I got that.
there too.
my concern is if you take her up there,
Yeah.
this is gonna blow up again, and
Okay.
your baby mama might end up going up there.
Okay.
No matter what I tell her, no matter what I say,
Yeah.
if I tell her that I pulled strings to get her out of handcuffs today, she's gonna want that little girl, and I don't want you guys to get involved.
I'm not gonna keep her.
I know.
I'm just like.
But to alleviate any more
Yeah.
problems and issues,
Okay.
it might be a good idea for her to
Then
just
that's
kick
fine.
it here.
Well, she's getting out of. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, so she's just gonna
That's
get
fine.
OR. So
Yeah,
if
that's
you're
fine.
comfortable with that, I don't want to feel like I don't want you to
Just
feel
like
like
I
I'm
said,
forcing you
like I
into.
said- No, you're not forcing me. I just know, like, what I know is what I know. Like I said, she's.
And I'm not
She has a
keeping
full-time job with my son.
right.
So therefore, she hardly watches my daughter.
Hmm.
You know, when she's with my son.
Yeah.
She don't really give attention to my daughter. when
Right,
she's with
and
my
those
son.
are the same concerns that she's voicing to me about there not being a bed up there,
There's a whole ass bit.
and whatever. Right, everybody can say, they can say whatever they want to
Yeah.
say,
Yeah.
but my
my
concern
house,
is
my parents' house is pretty big. It's
I got
not, It's way bigger than.
right.
Yeah.
My concern is that she's going to end up back up there, and there's going to be a whole nother issue that arises
Yes, sir.
that doesn't need
then,
to
yeah,
arise
well,
if your little girl stays here with mom. You know.
Yes, sir, I understand what you're saying. So, just to like alleviate, or that's the
Yeah,
word.
just so you
Alleviate
guys
the
don't have
problem.
to see each other until she goes through her court stuff.
Yeah.
It would probably be smart for everybody for your little girl to stay here,
Alright, then.
if that makes any sort of sense to you.
No, I totally understand what you're saying.
And then you already have that packet that helps you with the custody issues
Yes, sir.
and the custody paperwork, and that's going to be your that's going to be a good resource for you, so
Yes,
that you don't have to, or so there's no more issues, you know.
Yes, sir.
Something this one when I did hang this off. relax, sir.
Please do not contact him. Please do not go up the hill. Okay? I stuck my neck out for you because we were worried about the kids. And there's going to be a lot of people that aren't going to be happy with my decisions if you go up that hill and get into another altercation. This is a one-time deal for you. If you guys continue on and this happens again, I cannot promise you that you will get let out. This is your lucky day. I don't know what is going on in the world for you today, but there's something that helped you out because
It's called prayer, my God. Prayer.
this does not happen, okay? I cannot guarantee you that this will ever happen again. I appreciate your cooperation. I'm glad that there were no additional charges that we have to file today. Okay?
Well, thank you, guys. Again,
I'm sorry. Have any questions for us?
no, thank you, and I'm sorry for the way that I treated you. I'm right here.
It is what it is. Everybody goes through a tough time. Make sure you're there for your kiddos instead of potentially getting locked up, yeah? Go hang out with your kiddos. Have a good rest of your weekend.
Thank you.
Of course, okay? Good rest of your day.
The female was charged with battery, but not taken into custody and released on her own recognizance. What are your thoughts on the situation? How do you think police officers handled the release? Comment below. Thanks for watching Blue Crime TV. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share for more videos.